What's bracking, guys? Welcome to the first video of this Aston Villa FM 2020 series. So you can start out by seeing this incredible avatar I have here of Mr. Joshua Chalupawana. I'll zoom out on it for you. I had like 4 selfies to try to choose from, and I think this was the best one. I look pretty creepy though. I shared some pictures of it on Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitter also at Chalupawana. Everything like on my social medias is Chalupawana. If you want to follow me on Twitter, and maybe I'll start posting on Instagram again. But yes, we'll get into this series. So basically, I did the entire preseason by myself and all that. Obviously, we started out by really having to revamp the staff and the scouting team. The staff was just absolutely horrendous all around. It was like one of the worst in the league, and then the staff was just atrocious. The scouting team, was just atrocious also. So I really had to improve that quite a bit, so we can try to develop this club into a wonderful club. Of course, we'll actually take a look at the vision first, though. Then we'll go take a look at the staff that I signed. As I did actually end up signing a pretty big name, of course, who's actually pretty popular, quite a big name in the Premier League English football world. But yes, we'll get into this. I'm sorry if it may sound awkward or anything. It's been so long since I've really recorded anything whatsoever. But here's the club vision for us. And they want us to play attacking soccer. I have 3 different styles I'm going to try to go throughout this season. I have like a control possession style, gegenpress system, then kind of just complete counterattack, sit back and try to hit the teams on the counter. They don't want us to sign any players over the age of 28, basically. That's preferred. So these are the 2 big kind of the club visions they have for us. Then the favored ones, which kind of lower importance, sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. I generally want to do that anyways. I think that's kind of where we have to improve, get some more some really good young talents, try to find some wonder kids here and there, and play entertaining soccer. We'll try to make that happen. 5-year plan is to sign players to sell for a profit. Favored, work within payroll budget, which we'll make sure I try to do that. I think just kind of realism's sake. And plus, Aston Villa had so many ridiculous signings. They spent a ton of money. We'll take a look at that later on. At the end of this current season, they don't finish mid-table. I don't know. That's going to be a bit tough, but we'll try to. They want us to reach 5th round of the FA Cup. We'll try. I don't really care too much about the cup, honestly. I personally am more focused on the leagues. That's just how I've always been, at least in the first season. We can try to, if we try to get some better, this kind of squad depth, all around better squad, we can try to focus more on the cup competition. It's never been really big on domestic competitions. They want us to work towards being becoming self-sustainable, which I'm guessing is like making a profit and all that, not having to like dip into loans from banks and all that. And then the end of the next season, they want us to record a top half finish, and that is required. I probably should have tried to bring this vision down a little bit. It seems a little high up there for me. Yeah, and then I just want to eventually become self-sustainable in like the end of this 2023 and 2024 season. Wants to become self-sustainable and have a top half finish. So they want us to do pretty well, obviously. And now we'll get into the staff here. So really, I fired a bunch of people. I fired a lot of the coaches, and I ended up signing some high quality coaches. Of course, Dennis Bergkamp is going to be our technical coach, attacking coach. He's going to be focusing on all that. We have some really good young technical players, obviously Jack Grealish, and we want to try to help him improve and get him to his peak performance. And just in general, we want to play attacking soccer. I think we should have a pretty good attacking minded coach and technical coach. Good mental stats, also high determination, decent motivation. The one I really hope I can eventually get rid of is John Terry. He's just not a very good coach in game. He's my assistant, and he's not just very good. His player ability and judging player ability and judging player potential are pretty low. Man management is not very good either. Maybe if I could turn him to just a regular coach, he would be fine. But as assistant, he's honestly pretty awful, and he has ridiculous wages. What is that? Like almost $2 million per year. That's a lot. I would say it's pretty expensive. I tried to terminate his contract so I could get a better coach in, but I would have to pay him $3.2 million in compensation. So eventually I might pay it, but I will stick with that for now. So I think bringing kind of a big name attacking coach is going to help us out because we were pretty low. Then also I brought in this man here, Thomas. a Croatian coach who has pretty good defending, fitness, mental, tactical, just pretty good all around some key areas. And then meanwhile, he kind of takes a really good chunk of the coaching areas we needed to improve in. Then technical and attacking would be Bergkamp. So that's kind of how I planned it out. So that way we can end up being a lot better all around staff and help develop our players at a better level. And then the scouts, I actually got I'm focusing on trying to bring in a right winger. And then looking over to the scouting here. Let's see, where is this at? Staff search, scout. I'm stupid. Recruitment team, scout. I brought in a Portuguese scout here, and he's actually really good. 17 judging player ability, 19 judging player potential, 20 adaptability, 2.5-star reputation. So I think he's going to end up being a pretty good coach for us. Obviously, he wasn't super expensive either, which was that's decent wages for him. And we'll see. A couple other guys I brought in was Hetsky, Fernandez, Hunt. Pretty much I cleaned out the entire the scouting staff and brought in, I think those 4 or 5 guys right here to improve that. Sorry about that. I was interrupted slightly. But yeah, we still need a better goalkeeping coach. Ours is 17th in the Premier League, so I think we'll target that next. But we already have some really high rated goalkeepers. Most of them are pretty well developed, so that's not really a priority for me. Eventually we could try to bring in a wonder kid type of goalkeeper and try to improve in that area of our coaching staff. But we already jumped so much in our defending, 5th in Premier League. Before that, we were just honestly bottom everywhere. We were 16th in every area of the game. But thanks to bringing in some of those other coaches, the Croatian coach in Bergkamp, we were in much better position. 5th in defending, 4th in attacking. Fitness, we're kind of average. Mental ability, 3rd along with that in that coaching attributes. 5th in technical attributes, and then 4th in tactical and man management is kind of in the middle of the road there. So looking a lot better in those areas. Obviously, like I said before, there were really a lot of transfers in, and that's what I'm kind of having trouble with when it comes to some others. I did end up bringing in this young center back, a young Portuguese center back. I brought in kind of recommended by our new scout I got, Daniel Cruz, and he looks pretty solid. He just needs to improve a little bit in his mental attributes. He's 20 years old. He's going to be joining us next season. I don't want him to just kind of sit on the bench. I want him to develop. Braga is a really good club, so I think he could develop fairly well in their system. He has high strength already, good pace, high jumping reach, just improving some of those other mental areas such as composure, bravery, anticipation, and aggression. I think he'll be really good center back. I think maybe a ball-playing center back. That's really what I want to try to do, is try to put out the back. Like I said before, we have some pretty good center backs, so we can make that happen. And when I was talking about, there's so many transfers just this whole season. This season, they brought in so many players in the lead up. So I didn't really want to sign any other players until maybe the next transfer window. So I just look at how many guys were signed, incredible amount of money spent, 177 million. Jota, El Ghazi, Courtney House, Tommy Heaton. And he's really even just a backup. I don't know, this 11 million. It's not incredibly expensive. This is in dollars, so I'm sorry about that if that offends you or something. So amount to 11 million. Nakamba 13. Trezeguet 11.25. Angles 9 million. About 20 million for Douglas Luiz. Target for about 15. 25. For Tyrone Mings, who's really, I love him as a center back. Cones, I'm not sure if I want to play him as center back or right back. We'll figure it out because I'm not sure how huge I am on our right back at the moment. Wesley, of course, 27.5 million. Borja Baston came in for free. Louis Barry, young player from Barcelona, bought for 1.2. I didn't make any other sales myself. I did end up sending out on loan Indiana Vasilev, a young American striker, to Exeter City, and that's about it. No other transfers. I did have some offers for Al Mohammadi. I'm sorry if I butchered his name, but I did get some offers on loan for him. But he's kind of a key member of the squad dynamics, which aren't very good. So maybe that's a reason to get rid of him. But our top team leader, Jack Grealish and Al Mohammadi, but our team cohesion is very poor. So that's going to end up kind of killing us in some areas possibly. And when it comes to player position during matches, along with vision and reactions throughout the game. So hopefully we can try to get the team to be more cohesive. I always am doing the training to try to get it up with team cohesion. You can see in the calendar, team bonding, trying to make them bond together, some male bondage. Hopefully that can help things out and get the team a little bit closer. I'll take a look at the tactics. Like I said before, I got this kind of short passing, control possession tactic, which we did fairly well in preseason. We'll take a look at that. This is kind of a higher line of engagement, distribute at the back from the goalkeeper all the way from out. Which of course we have Pepe Reina, who's going to help a lot. His experience in the side. That's why I'm starting him. He's experienced. He can pass. His positioning. He can do just about everything for this type of role, and I think he's going to help with that. If we have a very young defense. Obviously. I'm not really sure if I should try to maybe look for an upgrade over Gilbert. He didn't really perform too well in preseason. He has good work rate. His mentals aren't completely terrible. Maybe just need to try to get his positioning higher. I'm training that at the moment along with his marking, so maybe he can get better in those spots. If not, I think we could try to look for a young right back to bring in. Then Angles, of course, out the back. Very good young center back. He's huge. He can play. He can pass. He's good controlling the possession with that. So we'll see him improve a little bit over the years, I'm guessing. We'll see how long he stays at the club, how long I stay at the club, of course. And then Tyrone Mings, another, of course, spent a lot of money on him. They spent a good amount of money on him, and he's a good passer at the back. He can play left back. He can play center back. So he gives some nice versatility. And then targets the left back who was signed from Southampton. Pretty good passer. He's pretty solid all around. I still think a lot of these guys are going to have to improve over if you really want to make the jump to kind of a top tier club. And then the midfield, I ended up I'm going to start out with Conor Hurahan here. I probably butchered his name, but he was incredible in preseason. 3 goals, 3 assists. He did a really good job controlling play, and his free kicks are ridiculous. He scored quite a few incredible free kicks. And of course, for a team that's going to be kind of fighting, in each game for points, I think having someone who can be a really good set piece taker could be what puts us over the top. Then McGinn, our other midfielder, 2 deep lying playmakers in this formation. We'll see how it works out. And I really like his attributes also. Very good very solid on the ball, good mental attributes. And going on to who we're going to be putting out on this first game, of course, this is basically lineup for the first game. I did have a couple injuries in late arrivals from vacation, so Grealish will be our number 10. His best role apparently is inverted winger. We'll maybe try to figure that out and have to move things around a little bit. But in this cam role, he's obviously incredible, and there is some interest from Chelsea apparently. So we'll see how long he stays at the club. Trezeguet, who was another guy who came late from vacation, he's not completely fit yet, but to get at least a goal in, so he's going to be starting in right away in that spot. And pretty good attributes. He can end up growing a little bit as well. We'll see if that happens. And Jota, not incredible player, I'd say, but in this inverted winger role, I think he'd be really solid with his technique, his vision, his passing, his first touch. They can end up creating some chances for us. He's not super pacey or anything, but I think if you play these 2 inverted wingers on the wings and the fullbacks overlapping, we can really create some space. And up top, we'll have Wesley to start out. His finishing and composure aren't very good, but his technicals and mentals are pretty solid. And if he doesn't work out, we do have Samata on the bench, who's a better finisher, better first touch, but I think Wesley's a little bit better slightly in some of the mental areas. Technically, they're pretty comparable though. Then on the bench, you also have Esri Konsa, who's a very solid defensive player, can play center back, play right back, and we'll see how he fits. And I think I'm going to try to play him a little bit more in the right back spot on occasion, especially if our current right back Gilbert does not work out. We'll see how he plays in that role. Then Nakamba, a good ball-winning midfielder, pretty solid mentally also. I think at the start, I want to try to have these 2 midfielders hold possession. I think he'll be playing a lot of games, though, coming in late to try to secure some results, try to grab some results. Maybe if we end up deciding to change some things up formation-wise. Douglas Luiz, he basically got beat out by Hurahan based on preseason performance. Luis had a couple good games, but he wasn't very consistent. You can see here a lot of mid-6 ratings against some teams who are just really not very good. He had his best games against some teams who are pretty low. So he didn't have as big of an impact on influence over games as I would like to see him have. And because of that, he ended up losing the starting spot because it's pretty much for his to take, but he ended up not taking his chance there. And El Ghazi will probably be starting on the right wing playing eventually, but I do kind of like the inverted winger look on both wings. So we'll figure it out. He was starting from at the beginning before he had an injury in the preseason. You can see he got injured here, got back to training. You got to try to get him back up to fitness. He had a couple good performances. Didn't really play against any amazing clubs to really measure himself against. Linz is not an awful club, but still, nonetheless, he didn't get tested too much. Courtney House, a pretty good young center back who's can also play a bit out the back. His passing isn't completely awful, but I think he's better as just a regular center defender, and maybe he's a kind of a no-nonsense fullback. You can see he's pretty good in that role as well. And a couple other players, Drinkwater, who's here, of course, on loan. I don't really like using loan players, so he's going to be out of the 18 for now, but we'll definitely use him in cup games. I just generally have never been big on using cup loan players. I always kind of like to make the transfers myself and all that, and not have too many of those loan players. And I'm trying to sell a couple players or put some players out on loan. Not Nealon, because we do have kind of a goalkeeper. Basically, just tons of goalkeepers. And he'd basically be the third goalkeeper. We're going to try to loan him out on the side, try to sell Jed Steer as well. So that way, basically just don't have a complete overflow of goalkeepers in this squad. Baston is sitting there. It's kind of the third striker on the bench, and he's a good target man, so you can end up getting some playing time here and there depending on how the other strikers perform. He'd grab a couple goals for us in preseason, so with that, I think I'll get into this first game. If there's anything else I really missed out on, like covering this team, just let me know. This is all kind of new for me. I've never really done any videos with Football Manager, but I'm looking forward to. I think in this first video, we'll just play this first match and see how we perform with this controlled possession style. Hopefully, the game doesn't go too badly. I'll make sure I switch to the 3D, not the 2D style, because I think my laptop is not the best, so it may lag a little bit. But yeah, this is the lineup again. You guys basically saw it. This little 4-2-3-1 wide formation. We'll see if he can control the game. Hopefully, it's gonna, obviously against Brighton, this is a team that we should probably be beating if we want to stay up. I think this is a team that we're definitely can compete against and hopefully grab the 3 points. But yes, let's make it happen here. Tell the team to do this for this fans. I don't know what to say. Go out there, enjoy yourselves today. Okay, they're relaxed. They're nice and relaxed now. That's good. They're relaxed. I love it. A special day. I cannot wait to get started in this wonderful job. You can see me right here, man. You can see me. I don't know why. What did this game do to me? I just cannot find a good selfie to try to do a 3D model of. But I'm beautiful. It's okay. My girl thinks I'm beautiful. That's what matters most. How much of a boost? I don't... Okay. All right. I will switch to the 3D camera, the 2D camera. 2D classic. And the replays will be in the regular camera. So that way I don't lag too much. I kind of like the 2D camera more anyways. Hopefully we can hold possession here. Like I said, building out the back is kind of the bread and butter of this team. I like these big switches. I think can look for stuff out here on this wing with the overlaps. Look for the ball back in, and that is deflected out. But it looked good from the start right here. I think we're going to be able to control the game a bit. Well, I mean, that's what I'm hoping, obviously. Hopefully we can grab control of this game, grab some points. It looks like they do have a highlight, though. Jota tries to play that ball through. Let's see. Oh, good job, Wesley. Good pressing. Grealish. Oh, he went for the long shot, and that was just wide. Nearly got one in the back of the net, but we just almost stole one there from some good pressing by Wesley. That's what we want to see with him. We are holding possession, 64% possession, but obviously want to do something with it. It is set a little bit slower tempo, the possession style I'm playing, so maybe I should, if you guys think I maybe could put the tempo up a little bit higher. Have some other players a bit nervous. They're uninterested, so their player talk did not work, it looks like, from their squad. Trying to play out the back here. Angles, Dominguez, the Trezeguet plays back in the middle. No mistakes, please, guys. No mistakes. Okay, it is a little nervous, honestly, playing this style, just because the mistake, you can be, any mistake will probably kill us from time to time. A good overlap here. Trezeguet playing the ball here to target. To Wesley. Oh, that is saved over the bar. A good chance, though. Exactly what we're looking for. The overlap from the wingers, from the fullbacks, thanks to the wingers going, tucking in, and just hit wide on that corner kick as well. So nearly got a goal there, but we're holding possession. Got a chance here on this corner. Grealish. Ooh. To Jota. Gonna try to make something happen on this wing. He's fouled. That's a foul right there. We're going to have a penalty. What does VAR say? There's a coming together, so it is a penalty. Wesley's going to take it, and he hits that right down the middle. A good goal to start the season. I know he hasn't performed incredibly amazing. Does that even make sense? Incredibly amazing in real life, but we'll take him grabbing a good penalty to start out his season. Hopefully for us, he can get things going. Now back on this corner, see if he can make something happen. Okay, good job with him winning that. I always get worried about those counters. I should maybe have an extra person back. Jota, let's see what he's going to do. Take a shot at goal to Ryan. He's going to kind of claim that pretty easily. Not too threatening was that. We're getting a lot of corner kicks, it looks like. Wesley just over the bar with a header. It would have great to see him grab a second. Gives a little bit more breathing room maybe. It looks like Jota's not performing very well, unfortunately. We'll see how they do on this corner kick. Ooh, that is over the bar. Thank you. But again, we have 68% possession, 9 shots for on target. Wesley, press that. Schmelzer. Dunk. Okay. No. This does not look good. He's through on goal. Ooh, he hit the post. Right there. That was very close. Let's go, Tari. Oh, good job. Okay, try to play this out the back. We can hit him on the counter real quick. Jota, back to playing it back out wide. Good job holding possession here. Okay. They're pressing pretty hard. Their press is looking like it could disturb us, but we're also playing pretty well at the back here, playing well against that press. Back to Wesley, back to Jota, trying to go for that curler, and that is going to be wide. They're going to halftime. A very solid performance so far. It seems like who's not performing? Jota's not performing super well, to be honest. So I can maybe try to tell him to step it up here. Grealish is doing okay. Really, your attack is not playing incredibly well in general. I will just go with it. I think the general team talk was enough there. We'll just go with that. Maybe you could change things around in the second half and bring in Nakamba maybe to help kind of slow things down, make things kind of sit back a little bit deeper, try to absorb some pressure, maybe hit him on the counter. We'll see what happens, though, with this attack going forward. So we have pretty much our wingers and Cam, none of them are performing very well, but our midfield is not doing too bad at all. Our defense, we haven't really tested too much. Grealish picked up a tight hamstring injury, so I'm thinking I'm going to go with that now. I'm going to bring in Marvelous Nakamba to come in here. We're going to go to a 4-3-3 look. Have Nakamba sit in front of the defense, protect that defense, and that way we can try to hold on to the points here. What is this? 20 minutes left. Try to grab our first points of the season. First 3 points of the season. That would be awesome, obviously. And playing out the back. Maybe you should try to slow things down or a little bit more. I'm not really sure what I could do. Great ball from McGinn, though, to Jota. To back into Trezeguet, who hits that over the bar. We're just missing our chance at that goal to really put us over the top, help us grab the victory. We need that second goal. It has not come yet. I think I'll move Jota to the left side, and then I'll bring on El Ghazi, because I think Trezeguet is still getting back into fitness, and I'll bring in actually have El Ghazi play as an inside forward. That way he can make space for the overlapping fullbacks, if anything. I think we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that. I think 90th minute. Wesley with the second goal. There we go. I was about to say I might bring Wesley off to help kind of kill some time, but 2 goals right here to start out this season. From a set piece. Like I said, Hurahan, I'm probably destroying your name, sir, but you have been a beast for me on set pieces since the preseason, and it shows right there. Just cleared that out. I think it was Nakamba as well. Good work from him. Schmelzer back in the midfield to Trossard. Murray, Montoya. He's beating this defender. Oh, great save from Reina right there. I think I'll make maybe one more sub. I'm going to bring on Douglas Luiz. Yeah, I'm going to bring on Douglas Luiz so he can get some minutes here and just kind of have him run around, help track back a bit. Yeah, we'll do that. Use our last sub. Maybe kill a little bit more time. Bring some fresh legs in the midfield. Jota going to be running at the defense a little bit. Back here to target. Is it Target? I don't know, man. I'm terrible with names at times. But El Ghazi back out on the wing. Going to play the ball here. Ooh, nearly got that cross in. McGinn plays the ball back to Nakamba. Back to McGinn. Jota back out wide to the mid. Good switch of play. El Ghazi back to Nakamba. To El Ghazi. And he has a chance at goal, but he just hits that right at the keeper, it looks like. That chance here from Jota. Oh, I was hoping Hernahan would take that. Probably should have had him take it. Might have to change that in the settings. Item just to take from the left side. I think he's really good at from either side from what I remember. No, Dominguez back here in the midfield. Play that back around. Ingles, Jota. Ooh, good ball to El Ghazi. He's going to play the ball back into Luis. Oh, and he hits that right at the keeper. Looks like kind of deflected around a little bit too. But good work nonetheless. 93rd minute. 2-0. Could have grabbed another. Ooh, Wesley with his hat trick. A hat trick on his debut. What a debut from him. 3-0. I think this control possession looks like it can end up working. We'll see how it works in the next game. I think I'll save that for the next episode. But very strong victory. Held tons of possession. I think having an experienced player like Reina from the back just really helps set the tone, and that is a big victory from us. Harry, I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Exactly. But I probably could have gone over how he played in preseason, but I just want to get right into the first game, I guess. I got to learn how to do these videos a bit more. Been watching a lot of Doc's series, and his series is wonderful. Hopefully someday I can get up to his quality of content. But good victory from us all. Let's see how long Grealish is out. Hopefully it's not too long. 1 to 3 days. That's not too bad, so he'll be fine. Should be okay for the next match. He does have a lot of injury issues from in his life, it seems like, in general. I know he has like abdominal strains I saw before that really can be a problem in this game. You got to be pleased with the result and a performance as impressive as that. You're excellent, though. You deserve this win. I'm so proud of the team. Okay. You guys probably don't care about press conference, but some of you who don't play FM may be interested. That sounds about right. It's always going to be initial target. Typically, it's proven sufficient to mean certainly we're more than good enough to get that many points and then some more on top. I agree. So one of our players on loan, 6.7, not too bad. But Wesley, of course, was the star of the match, the star of the night. I'm very happy to see how he performed. The whole team did pretty well. I mean, that was a solid performance all around. That's exactly what you want to see from this side. I said to you before, we didn't perform extremely well in some of the friendlies, but I think we learned that possession style. Now, of course, I'm trying to have some additional tactics for other matches. I think against some of the bigger clubs, you can try to maybe go with a counter-attacking type of style, gegenpress type of style. But we held possession in this game. Obviously, 3-0 victory. I think in general, you can see some pretty good performances all around that. The back line to the midfield, only ones who weren't very good were Jota, Grealish, and Trezeguet. Other than that, pretty solid performances. A lot of key passes. You can see even from our fullbacks overlapping, really did a very good job. And Engels and Mings were very solid in the midfield. McGinn, Hernahan were incredible in that deep lying playmaker position, helping control the game, and it had a lot of key passes and assists, created a lot of chances. So love to see that performance from everyone. But off camera, I'll be playing some games. Generally, that's how it works with these type of saves. So I think I'll play. I'll come back to you probably at the end of September or something, and I'll play a couple games here. I think we'll play against Newcastle. Or I think we'll go up to United and Arsenal, and we'll see how we perform against those two matches against some pretty big clubs. With that, guys, though, thank you all for tuning in. Let me know any ways I can improve these videos. But I really am enjoying playing FM again. I've not played it in so long. But this save is a lot of fun for me to try to build a team in the way the club kind of wants me to vision-wise. Obviously, we created quite a few chances, held tons of possession. Was it 66% possession or something like that? We have the players that really play in that style as well already, and I think we could definitely improve and get kind of an even deeper squad. I think we probably need some more depth in the fullback positions, maybe a young wonder kid type as to play on the wings. But Wesley looks pretty good. So for now, he can be pretty solid. But I think probably if you guys have any suggestions for like young wingers and fullbacks and who are pretty solid in FM, I think that's definitely the way to go. I do have scouts looking for those positions at the moment, but most of those guys have already been bought by some pretty big clubs like Monaco. And some other big clubs are already going in for them. So we'll see if we can end up grabbing some players, finding some gems from our scouts along with my scouts who are you beautiful chalupa lovers. With that, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you guys have had a great quarantine. I guess that's probably hard. That's hard to say. But yeah, thank you guys, everyone, for your love and support. Be trying to post a lot more. Probably have some career mode content on FIFA 20 coming up as well. I've been enjoying playing with sliders, so I think I might have a career mode or two out for you guys. With that, thank you all for tuning in. Please hit that like button. I love you. I'll be staying out now, and I'll catch you guys later.